Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I am in the coal region of northeastern Pennsylvania and we're out looking for some quartz points. So what I normally find in this area are smaller broken pieces of quartz crystal, very clear pieces usually. Sometimes if you're lucky they're bigger, sometimes they're double terminated, sometimes you find clusters. This is a different location than the last time I brought you guys with me out here to Pennsylvania. Oh, cool. A couple butterflies. I don't know if I can get them on. Let me flip the camera around. Right here's a, this is a spice bush swallowtail. There's all kinds of butterflies here at these bull thistles. There's some fritillaries around as well. Let me see if I can find one. And the butterfly activity here is crazy today. So the place I'm headed to is basically a coal mining area, and one of the byproducts of coal mining, like everything you see on the ground here, this is all shale. You'll find little pieces of anthracite coal as well. Up around here, they do hit these quartz seams, and there's tons of quartz in there sometimes, and some of it's really nice. Also, you can find a lot of fossils, obviously. Fossil fuels, you're going to find fossils, fern fossils specifically, that I find normally. So maybe we could find some of those as well. Man, it's a nice day. So off to the side of this road here, you'll see all these tailing piles. And right here, you can see like a stream that goes through. And over here, you can see where it's been kind of like freshly washed down. So there might not be any quartz crystals here, but this is the kind of thing you want to look for. You want to look for like fresh erosion, because that's gonna like reveal places that haven't already been picked over, most likely, if that makes any sense. So here we can take a look around. Maybe we'll get lucky. Here's a nice chunk of anthracite right here. Anthracite coal. This is the whole reason for all of this mining in this area. Here's a little piece of quartz, but it's not a clear point. It's just a piece of like bull quartz that's crushed up. And you'll find a lot of that mixed in. If you look around, you can see the little white dots of quartz everywhere. We're looking for the actual little quartz points. So I'll keep my eyes open here. It did just rain recently, so that's another good thing. When it rains, it makes it easier to see them. Here you can see how it's been washed down recently. This is where you want to look. All right, so we're in a spot where it seems to be like there's more pieces of quartz laying around. Here's a little mushroom trying to grow. Oh, here we go. That might be something. It looks like a little cluster almost. Yeah, that has some more crystal structures in it. So it's not a keeper, but it's definitely a lot closer to what we're looking for. Right here, I found a pretty nice fern fossil. You can see it right there. And if I split this rock open, you can see it's kind of layered. All right, I got this fossil broken down into a manageable, keepable size. I didn't find any more ferns on the inside, but this one really, I mean, it's nice, but it's not like super nice. The really nice ones are more flat like this, and you can see the fern patterns all over it. This one's more jagged. So is this one a keeper? I mean, it would be kind of cool to have, but I think I could find a way better one. So here I found some nicer pieces, but they're kind of embedded in this bigger rock. So I don't have any tools with me or anything. So I'm just gonna kind of leave them there. So they're not gigantic, they're just about fingertip size. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff we're looking for, but we need the stuff that's already not on a giant rock. I just found a robin egg. I think it must have fell out of a tree. It's open, like it's cracked open. Here we go. This is a white-tailed deer antler shed. That's awesome. That's a keeper. I'll take that home with me. I haven't found any points. I think I'm gonna have to go to my other place, my other spot that's miles from here. But that's okay. I enjoyed my hike out in this area. And if I find something, I'll show you. But in the meantime, we're gonna head over to my other spot. All right, it is later in the day and I'm headed down this hill here. Over here, this is the wall of an old coal mine. And there you can see where the rocks have kind of like split off. I'm gonna go down along where the rocks are still falling off. And in there's some quartz crystals. I don't have any tools or anything, but if there's anything laying on the ground, I should be able to find it. I found lots of clusters and points and stuff all right down in there. All right, so I'm walking down this. It's not as steep anymore. It was. The whole thing, the whole ground is shale with all these pieces of possible fossils. Like if you look closely, there's fossils all throughout it. Sometimes you get lucky and see some ferns, but like all these fossils here, it's like old branches and just like leaf litter and stuff from, you know, hundreds of millions of years ago. Back in the olden days, they used to come out and just pick anthracite to heat their house. But out here, there's still a lot laying around, so they didn't really pick this place too heavily. So, all right, we're almost down. All right, we made it down over here by the frog pond here. Here's some pyrite. Some fool's gold. You can see the little cubes and stuff in there. Looks like somebody smashed this open recently. Somebody left some change here. We're getting close. Over here's where the crystals are, up in that seam, like right there. Got to dig around in there. Like I said, I don't have any tools. I could probably use something. This is an old mine track, piece of a mine track. I could probably use that to dig it out if I need it. You can hear the frogs over here. So right here, this is pretty much all anthracite. Big, huge pieces of it, fresh out of the wall. And if I can get up here without busting my skull open, this is part of the seam right here. That's anthracite right there. Up above it, I think in that crack, that's where we're gonna find some quartz. So let me shimmy on up there and see what we can find. All right, I made it up here on this cliffside. And right in here, I saw something shining. But it looks like it's just some water condensed there. So that's, I mean, that's not crystal, but right along, if we follow it over here, there's definitely some quartz in here. Maybe I could pull some of it out. It looks like bull quartz though. Let me get a closer look. Got to be careful though, it's really loose here. All right, let me see if I can get some of this out. All right, doesn't look like crystals there. It's definitely quartz, but there's no crystals. I don't think there's going to be crystals in any of that. We're going to have to go down. We're going to have to go down this way a little bit further. There's a lot of loose material here. It's all anthracite. It's just a small anthracite vein. We're not going to find any crystal there. This is all just a seam of anthracite. We need to find the quartz seam. All right, here's another big rock. It's pretty big. And right in the side of it, you can see little square holes. That's from where pyrite was at one point, and it dissolved over time. And you can even see right there's a little piece of pyrite, a little cube still in there. There were some nice clusters here at one point. Here's some bigger pieces of pyrite right there. I think those are the biggest ones I've seen yet. They're halfway dissolved, but that's pretty awesome. This whole rock is covered in it. All this here. All right, awesome. So I made it up to this area. As soon as I got here, I noticed all this material kind of all over the ground. And you can see the quartz all over the place on the ground. Found a little broken cluster that somebody left behind. And I also found a little tiny point. That's what we're looking for. Just bigger and not broken. I'm gonna dig in. You can see where they were kind of digging under there. I could probably dig a little deeper than that. I just pried this piece up here. There's some crystals and stuff there, but nothing great. No, we're looking for points. There's a point right there. There's a small point. That's a keeper. I'll put that on my little shelf here with the others. All right, I came down a little bit further and you can see, so this is the seam right here. All over the ground, there's quartz crystals all over the place. Little clusters. So people come out here and dig for crystals, which is great because, oh, there's a little point right there, I think. Right there. See if I can grab it. It's a broken one, but it's a point. So yeah, a lot of people come out here and dig and they fill their pockets and get some awesome crystals out here. There's another broken point right there. There's another one. There's a whole bunch up in there. And they're kind of easy to see because there's water coming out of here. So it's washing them. So that's why it's easier to see. Like if I took all this material, put it in a bucket and brought it home and washed it off, I'd be picking little points out like this one. Probably a ton of them here. Where is it? Can't grab it. There's another little broken point. If I was able to reach all the way back up in there, there's probably going to be more clusters, and I think most of it's already taken. It seems like there's a lot of digging that happens out here. There's some more. That's where it ends. You can see some quartz in there. There could be clusters. You just have to work for it. There's actually a nice little cluster here. If I would clean it up, it's a nice one. And I'll just leave that here for the next guy. It's fine. But right here, if I zoom in, you can see the quartz vein, and there's all kinds of crystals and stuff in there. So if I had the correct tools, or if somebody else has the correct tools, there's still some out here. You have to climb a little bit to get it. It's not super easy to get down here, but it's, I mean, it's doable. But I'm just having fun just kind of going through the tailings and picking up little points. I got a pocket full of them. There's all sorts of stuff laying around. I'm gonna keep going. There's seems to be more mining over here. So I'll just pick through those tailings, get up and out of here, and man, real nice day today here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Real hot. Last time I was here, it was freezing and there was snow, and I didn't know where I mean, it's kind of dangerous walking around here. There's big pits and holes and stuff that you can easily twist your knee or worse. So, all right. Somebody was smashing at that, trying to get some of the crystals out. There's a broken piece. There's a little, that would have been a bigger piece, I think. Yeah, that would have been a big point, but it's broken. There's a lot of broken stuff around. That would be pretty nice to take. If this rock wasn't so heavy and it wasn't such a pain to get up and out of here, I'd probably be cool with having that in my front yard. Is that a point back there? I think it's a broken little piece. Still cool though. All right, so it seems like right about here is where it kind of ends. I don't see any more tailings of quartz laying around. And right here, it's like this is where the coal seam ended. So I think that's the end of the video. I laid out all the points that I found, the little tiny ones and some of the broken ones. But there's some pretty good pieces here. Little quartz points. I didn't find any double terminated ones. But I think this is my biggest one. This one's pretty big too. Yeah, some clusters. I left a lot behind. You guys saw what I found earlier, but and then also I was able to get a little piece of pyrite right there. That was just actually when I was laying these out. It was on this rock right here. You can see pyrite in there. Yeah, it's always fun to come out and find some crystals, and I encourage anybody to come on out and find some quartz crystals. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, definitely check out my back catalog. I have about 500 or 600 other videos of treasure hunting on this channel, and check them out. If you like some of those videos, definitely subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, you're one of the 42% that actually watched the entire video. So thanks so much for that. It really helps the show. Also, huge thanks to all of my Patreon supporters and channel members scrolling right here. If you like this video, definitely consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and also checking out the video I have linked right over there. It's very relevant to what you just watched. And thanks for watching.